Hello, everybody. What's going on? We are back with another chapter of On the Run. This is a really short chapter this time. So, last we checked, Natsu and Lucy had just gotten together, and Lisanna was not happy. No siree. So, we're just going to go into the aftermath of their little, um, displays of affection at the party, and we're going to see how that goes. Chapter 3. As the night flew by, the party was slowly dying down. Natsu, after his brief scuffle with Gray, noticed Lucy slumped over the bar. She seemed to be asleep. He grinned and walked over, placed a kiss on her shoulder, and she stirred awake. Wakey, wakey, sleeping beauty, he teased. Sorry. Well, well, well. Isn't it my dragon? I think you mean if it isn't my dragon, she giggled back. All of a sudden she yawned. The day's events really took its toll on her. Natsu grabbed her hand and walked her back to the hotel. He took the opportunity to talk about their relationship. Lucy, you have no idea how happy you've made me today, but there's something I need to tell you. Lucy stilled and looked at him in the eyes. He took the opportunity to caress her cheek with his calloused fingers. Dragon slayers, much like dragons, are monogamous creatures. When we find our mate, there is no one else out there. Once again, unlike social repose, who will be as unmonogamous as possible. I knew you were my mate since the moment I laid eyes on you all those years ago. I am such an idiot for waiting around to tell you. When I saw future Lucy die, his voice began to crack. Lucy took the opportunity to silence him with a chast, chaste kiss and wrapped her arms around his waist and pulled him into a much needed hug. Took the opportunity to wrap his arms around and pull him into a much needed hug. That actually does work, okay. But like you could have put a comma here instead of and. Natsu reciprocated wholeheartedly. Natsu, you don't need to say anymore. I already know about dragon slayers and mating and what it means for us. Natsu, for the longest time, I kept thinking about the day we met in Harrigan. Bora used a charm spell that worked on all the women there, including me. Then you showed up and I snapped out of it. I couldn't figure out why. I found that the library here in Crocus. I looked up spell charms with Levy. Natsu, soulmates are immune to spells that toy with love. Natsu, we're now it was his turn to shut her up. Enough talking, Lucy. There is one thing I need to ask you, Lucy. I need you to think real hard about this because it will be forever. Lucy, will you be my mate? Natsu was holding his breath. Natsu, I can't think of anyone else I can spend the rest of my life with. Yes, I will be your mate, Natsu. Yes, she happily exclaimed. She keeps the author keeps doing this where it's like it's supposed to be happily exclaimed, but it's just she happy exclaimed, which is not right. Just want to point that out in case you haven't caught on to it. Natsu was elated and spun her around. He was in heaven right now. He hap Hey, there it is again. He happily took her back to the hotel room. They spent the entire night expressing their love for one another. That means sex. Completing the mating ritual. Their lives were officially bound to one another for all of eternity now. Lucy had a mark on her neck. She and not what's it look like? Is it just like a bite mark or what is it? She and Natsu also had a mental link between the two. The links allowed them to sense the other and their emotions. It's supposed to be they, eventually fell asleep in each other's arms, backing in their bliss. I don't know what that means, but okay. Meanwhile, across town, an enraged Lisanna was looking around for a dark magic shop. She refused to accept Natsu and Lucy's relationship. It should have been her. Much like Dolph Ziggler, it should have been me! She had to do something to break them up. She finally stumbled across a shop that she was looking for. A potion that would allow her to control people. Little did she know that such potions and spells don't work on Dragon Slayer, so kind of that's a problem right there because you basically kind of killed some of the mystique and intrigue that goes on in this plan because you're already saying it's not going to work on Natsu and a couple other members of the guild. So there's your thing right there. I would have kept this like a secret until like after she had already used the potion to give the audience a real feel for suspense. But anyway, guys, that's chapter 3. Lisanna's up to some no good shenanigans. And we're going to come back to those shenanigans next time in chapter 4. Until then, stay beautiful because I sure as hell ain't going to do it for you.